7:28 a.m. Tuesday, March 26, 2024. Just get done editing today's vlog. Yesterday was a long day, and then met with my dad for dinner for his birthday. And then I got home, put in orders, and just kind of hit the couch and vegged out. Didn't even come back to the vlog and finish editing. So editing the video that's going up today, even though I've got yesterday all recorded. I'll start working on that sometime later today. I need another cup of coffee. Oh. On the road to the warehouse. Normally Tuesday, I try to be a work from home day, but there's just too many things that I need to do. I could have asked my brother for inventory, but he's busy. I know he's busy, and there's shopping for tomorrow as well. So I might help him with that. He probably will tell me to F off and he doesn't want my help, but that's fine. At least I'll be there to offer it. But anyway, I gotta get our chip and tortilla inventory. I need to do a spice inventory and chili inventory because I need to get those ordered. And I should have done it yesterday, but I didn't think about it. Well, actually, the chili guy, the spice guy texted me because he said he's going to be out of town. So if I can tell him what I need for this week and even maybe possibly next week, he'll get it all to me before he leaves. So that's what prompted that. But the tortillas, I know we're low on chips, and I was just going to order chips, which is my original plan. But then I was like, we're already going for a pallet of chips. If I can throw on a couple cases of tortillas and just kind of get us by to the next big order, smart. So yeah, go in and do the inventory on those two things. And then also, I got questions for my dad and my brother about some things. I got some new potential customers calling me and asking me about organic vegetables and fruits was a big one. And another one asked me about diced tomatoes, which I just called and got a price on that. But I still have more questions in regards to like what we charge, the markup, that sort of thing, on like the processed items like that, because I really don't know. That's a department that my dad is still in charge of and does everything for. So I did get some stuff done today though. I did call the spa repair place, left a voicemail for them to call me back. I called the dentist and made appointments for Bryce and I, since we haven't been to the dentist in over a year. That's the longest I've not been to a dentist since I've been an adult. Just saying. I have gone to the dentist every 6 months like clockwork since I had teeth, really. My mom was in charge of that, and then when I moved out, I may have skipped like a one cleaning, you know what I'm saying? But like I've never gone more than a year going to the dentist, and it's been over a year for Bryce and I. So anyway, got those appointments made, and then the veterinarian just called me to confirm. It looks like I guess the vet that baby used to go to closed up, and so they can't find any of her records. So I'm gonna call Tiffany and see if there's any other place that might have her records, like maybe one of the hospitals that she went to. Because honestly, I can't remember. It's been so long since her 2 surgeries. I don't remember where she went, but I know her veterinarian closed down, so the vet's gone, and that's going to have obviously the bulk of her records, vaccinations, that sort of thing. So brother is picking up our pickle order and our processed lettuce and salad mix order. And then he's coming back, we'll unload that, and then we'll go back out and we'll shop for tomorrow, since tomorrow's our probably the biggest shop day, especially with the new burger shop that we got in the airport. It's crazy amount of stuff that they go through. So I'm going through, I already put the orders in, so now I'm just pulling the report for tomorrow to say these are all the things we need for tomorrow. I'm just making the list, so it's just like boom. Costco, Restaurant Depot, cold stuff, dry stuff, and that's how we separate it and divide and conquer. Also, I'm listening to that album that Bryce was talking about the other day, Future and Metro Boomin'. That's what I'm listening to right now. It's interesting. Shopping with my brother. I picked up the essentials. Sour Punch Twists. These are the small ones. My favorite candy. Well, like I've always said, you can't really make plans or have plans when it comes to that warehouse. because you just never know what's going to happen. So, brother and I went shopping. My dad unloading our shredded lettuce processed stuff, and we arrive to see a bunch of cars in the parking lot, and come to find out, some people are there to see the property. I'll leave it at that for now. But there's like, I don't know, 8, 10 people now that are like walking around the warehouse while we're trying to work and like move around them and in and out of the cooler, and not to mention, I guess this morning was just busier than normal, so none of the things got put away like they normally do. So we all get back and we've got pallets of stuff to put away. We got all the processed stuff, the stuff that we just bought doesn't have to be put away. We just wheel it into the cooler because all it's going to go out tomorrow. But all the product that gets brought in on Tuesdays, normally it's one of our biggest, drops. And so none of it's been put away. So my other brother arrives from delivering, and the four of us just bang it out real quick, which is honestly the best way to do it, because it takes 5 minutes for all of us to just put everything away, which makes life a lot easier versus like one person taking 15, 20, 30 minutes sometimes to put it all away. So that was good. But now it's almost 3 o'clock, so of course now I'm in traffic. So what should have taken me 30 minutes to get home is now going to take me almost an hour. And today I'm taking baby to the veterinarian. There she is. She doesn't like where we're going. When she has to wear a muzzle, she knows. She was all excited when I was like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "You want to go? You want to go that way?" She got all excited. I grab the leash. She gets all excited. Yeah! And then I grab her muzzle. She's like, "Oh, I'm out. Just kidding." She runs and hides. Got to bribe her with treats, and she still wants to snip at me. Well, I was too late. They wouldn't see me or the dog, so we had to reschedule for Monday. And she was barking like crazy. She's a handful. Anyway, so when she's like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry. We got backed up today. We just don't have enough time to squeeze you in." I know, I get it. They have to close at some point, and nobody wants to work later. But man, I didn't think about this until I got home. But I should have said something like, "I'm like, ma'am, I'm really sorry. I know I'm late. I'm really sorry, but I've been waiting 4 weeks. Like, I scheduled this 4 weeks ago. Can we please? Is there anything we can do to, I'll go to Starbucks for you. I don't know. I didn't think about that. I'm not. It's more like just, oh, okay, no problem. Like, I don't argue. I don't really. I wasn't irritated enough. I think if I was irritated, I would have probably said something. But I'm just like, yeah, my fault. I was late. I get it. So Monday, now another week out, but she's fine. Again, just to clarify, the dog has got solid poops. She's great. She's jumping around. She was super excited to leave until I got the muzzle out, and then she was like, "I'm out. Nope, never mind." So she's good. We just want to get her checked out, make sure that she's good, make sure that she doesn't have something, underlining. Plus, it's been 2 years since she's been to the vet, and she's due for her shots too. And I guess I didn't know this, but our vet closed down. The vet that we took baby to for the last however many years closed down. So that's the reason why she didn't get her shot last year. So plus we didn't do any traveling last year, which required her to get shots. So that was another reason why it didn't force us to go and get them. Nevertheless, we need to keep up on that. So we're going to get her shots and all her tests and stuff done on Monday. Little nighttime stroll. Getting our steps in. A little windy, a little chilly. It's like the end of the cold weather, you think?
Who knows?
One of Sierra and Bryce's coworkers came over. Well, it's one of Sierra's old volleyball friends that work with Sierra and Bryce. They're still friends. They were hanging out at some point tonight. Got food, came over. Bryce is down here, so they caught up, and now they're chit-chatting about work. You can kind of hear them talking about work and telling stories and whatnot. So it's cute. It's awesome that Sierra and Bryce work together, because it's just another thing that they share with each other. And I'm honestly super happy, super proud that they're like best friends. They're siblings, they're brother and sister, but they're like best friends. And like Sierra says it more than Bryce, that like
they see themselves like being best friends forever, realistically. Bryce is talking about possibly moving out of town for college, and when Sierra thinks about that, it actually bothers her, like it upsets her, like Bryce won't be around, even though she's older and she will most likely move out before Bryce. So actually, if the timing works out, they'll actually both move out at the same time, which actually would be better for both of them if they both moved away. A lot of questions about Bryce when he graduates high school, and questions about Sierra as far as like what's, when does she plan on moving out? There's a lot of unknowns right now with the kids. I mean, they both have ambitious goals. Both of them are college bound. Sierra's already in college, but I mean, she's got a path that takes her through college to get a degree, and Bryce does as well. So nothing is 100% set in stone. So when people ask me questions, I kind of give them general, as of right now, this is the plan. As of right now, this is the thought. So anyway, it's 9:30 p.m. I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you tomorrow.